everyone, Amanda here. So I'm sharing my project with this week's freebie over on my Facebook group. We're doing 12 weeks of Christmas, and every Monday I'm giving a free mini digital kit to make a little project with. So we're on week 3. I'm a little bit late with my project, but I did share the kit. So this was what I made for week 1. And this was what I made for week 2. You can catch up on those videos by looking back. And so I've done a little bit of prep beforehand. So the prep that I've mainly done is I've done all of my fussy cutting, and this tag here I have lined the back with some coffee dyed paper, and before I glued the paper down I put 2 strips on either side to make hinges. So they're approximately, I don't know, doesn't really matter, as long as you've got enough to anchor down another tag at either side. We're going to make like a trifold. Okay, so I've also pre-cut the backing papers for the other 2 tags that I'm going to use. So this is going to be the front tag, and then that will fold like so, and this one is going to fold like so, so it's like trifold. Okay, so what I need to do now is just trim this flap because it's going on a smaller tag and it's a little bit long. So I'm just going to trim it down to about there. Doesn't really matter how long these are, so long as it holds everything together. Okay, so let me just trim it a little bit more. If you've not trimmed it perfect, you can always just distress it with the edge of your scissors afterwards. So what we're going to do now is glue this onto the back of there. Is that right? Hold on a minute. Let me just make sure. I don't want to glue them the wrong way around. So that's going to glue on like that. That's going to fold back and that's going to fold in. Yeah, that's right. So let me just glue this one on, this smaller one, onto my small tag. Okay. So with the white down, so that way, because it's gonna. Is that right? I still don't know if that's right. Hold on a minute. So that's going on there. That's going to fold under there, and that's going to fold that way. Okay. I nearly glued it on the wrong way then. It wants to glue on that way, like so. Okay, so that they're layered up on each other. Okay, so yeah, with the white down, I was right. You know when you just second guess yourself and think you've done something wrong when in actual fact you haven't. It was just one of those moments. So I'm just going to make sure that it's kind of lined up. Take that excess glue off. I've splodged it everywhere, and just make it a little bit straighter. Okay, but it's fine because we're now going to glue on the backing paper. So all I did was obviously just draw around the tag and then cut it out. And doing it this way just means that those hinges are hidden underneath the layers of paper, so you don't see them. If you're not bothered, you can add them on afterwards. I don't suppose it matters. Okay. I'll layer that on there, and then obviously because they've got the nice papers on the back, you can journal on there. Okay, so that one will close like so. Like I say, you can always go around and trim if it's not quite flush. So just give that a trim. So yeah, we're doing 1 a week. Up to, so Monday coming will be week 4. So we're getting a nice little collection of little projects for your December dailies, or if you're doing a Christmas theme album, or just for fun. Okay, so now I want this one. I don't want that, it's going like that. Yeah, so it's going to go like that. So this one also wants to be face down, and we'll just glue that on. Don't suppose it matters which way around you do it. Okay. But the idea is that it will be a trifold in some shape or form. Okay, so I'm just going to layer that one on the top and just line it up. Okay, flip it open, make sure it's kind of straight, make sure that when they're shut, those two larger tags layer over each other nicely. Okay, happy with that, and then add the paper layer over the top. Okay. Don't glue too far up to the edge. Okay. And then again, I may as well have the fancy bit showing. Okay. Layer that over. Let me just have a look on the other side and just line it up a little bit better. Okay, and give that a press. Okay, so then you've got a little tri-fold effigy going on like so. Okay, right, so then obviously you're going to need to do your holes. It might be best to wait until it's all dry. You could also sew all the way around it before you decorate it up. That would look pretty awesome. Okay. Right, so what I'm just going to do is just make sure that's glued down. Okay. You can always tidy it up after. You will obviously take a lot more time over yours. I'm trying to be quick for the purpose of filming. So then I'm going to grab some of these little paper reinforcers and go over the holes, because obviously those circles are a little large, and I don't add circles over on my digitals because I just think people might want to put their own or have their own colours or whatever. So like that. Put one on each. And that one. These aren't 100% necessary. It's just like a little finishing touch, isn't it? It's not essential, but these are cheap, these paper ones, and I have shown before how to make your own. Just literally punch out circles, starting with the smaller hole and then line up the larger hole and punch them out in that order. Okay. So, and then obviously you can ink it, so around it, do what you want. Okay. Might do my sewing later if I decide to sew it. I might not sew it. I might not be inclined to sew it. Okay. So I'm using Vintage Photo, but if you've got any other kind of ink, you want to do it in a different colour, obviously. You don't have to do everything the same as me. It's just an idea of what to do with the digital. And if you do come on over to the group, some of the ladies on there will be sharing theirs. So you'll get other ideas as well as what I'm sharing. Okay. And also maybe just give you inspiration in general for your crafting. Chasing my tail a little bit this week, so I'm sorry I'm late with this to any of the ones that are following it religiously. I've been doing some, I've had to finish my journal, and then I've been doing some digital designing, so I'm a little bit behind schedule. Nothing that an extra 48 hours in the day wouldn't fix, or perhaps slightly better time management. Right, so that's all of the kind of prep work done. So, what I've chosen to do, I've fussy cut lots of elements, and I'm going to have my tag folding that way and then going back, and this is going to be my front tag, okay? So this is going to be the one that I decorate. So I've just literally fussy cut loads of bits from the kit. The words are done in my faux lamination. and then I've fussy cut them out. So check a previous video for how to do that. Very simple. Now I'm just going to use some foam squares to give some dimension to my tag. Okay, like so. Just remove those. It's a nice quick and easy way to do it and get some fun dimension on your projects. Not everything has to be flat as a pancake. So I'm going to put her quite far up here because I know that the other items that I want to add need to go about here. So then I've fussy cut some of the poinsettias. So I'm going to, did I want that under there? Don't know if I wanted that under there, or do I want it over? No, I'm going to have it over. So I'm going to have it sort of there. And again, I don't mind if it kind of goes off the edge a little bit, that's fine, but not too much. Have it about there, I think. Yeah. Do I want it there? Do I want those leaves? I don't know if I want those leaves hanging off the edge because I would like to actually put a decorative belly band around it. So I'm just going to adjust the image. You can have as much or as little as you like of the images, and I don't want them green leaves. Okay, not bothered for him. So again, I'm going to, so I want the green over there, but not there. I'm just bearing in mind where I'm going to put my belly band. Okay, so I want it about there, so I'm going to put dimension behind it there. Then this is going to rest on the girl. She's already dimensional, so we don't need to put a tab on her, on there, sorry. What I'm going to do is just add a dot of glue, and so we've got a foam tape and some glue, and the foam tape goes there to lift it up, and then the glue will go on the girl. And we could just see a hand and a feet peeking there. And then I've got some more, and so we will add a bit more dimension there, and we're kind of layering up like decoupage. If you don't have sticky tape, use scrap card. Cut the scrap card out and glue it on. That will give you a bit of a lift on your projects. Now the bottom one I've fussy cut with a white border and the top one without, so that it does stand out still. Okay, so layer it on. Oh, that wants to come up a little bit. About there. I wouldn't win any decoupage card prizes, but never mind. Okay, so that's that bit. I'm still in shock. Then I did have there's some like tiles in the kit that are like this with little books on. And because I, like stabbing myself with scissors, I fussy cut one of them out. And I'm just going to just glue it on there. I'm just going to glue it on top of the, is that the right way? Yeah. Just on top of the poinsettia there. Or poinsettia, I never know really how you should say it. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments if I'm saying it wrong. There's not any surer. And then I'm going to add my Merry Christmas. Now, I have laminated this, so I might need to wait for that to dry, so I'm going to put one there. Okay. And my Christmas down here somewhere. Okay. Just there, I think, on the bottom corner. Okay. I'm going to resist the urge to put stickles on it because I want it to dry quickly. So then I've got one of the little mini tags that I did, and I showed you, obviously again, I showed you the full laminating technique. I'm just going to ink around the edge where the white's showing. put her on a little pin, and then I think I'll have some good old twine. I've got way too much there, blimey Amanda, you don't need all that. Okay, I'll put some twine through. You could put twine through both the taller tags, but I will resist the urge. Okay, and just tie that in a bow. And it's getting quite late now, so my coordination's shot to absolute nanas. I might redo that, but you get the idea. That's a rubbish bow. I can't be having that. Get off. Okay, so what I'll do is, I can't be having a rubbish bow. I'll just loop it through, and then when my hands are working tomorrow, I might change it for a ribbon bow. We'll see. We will see. Just trim it like that. Just need something to hang this little charm off of, like so. I'm even struggling to thread the pin through because my hands have gone. They've had enough today. They're sick of my crafting now. Okay, so then you just add your little tag there, which is ever so cute. So now what I'm going to make is a belly band, and I don't measure belly bands. I haven't got time for that. We just do the wrap around and squeeze. So all you need to do is just wrap it around. We're just going to come just slightly down from her hand, because that does protrude quite far. Okay. Alrighty. And we're just eyeballing that one a little bit further. Okay, about there. Give it a squeeze. Don't need to measure everything within an inch of its life. Okay, and then just make sure it's going to slide on and off nicely, which it will. Okay, and then I'm just going to attach it. With some glue. Okay. Like so. And then I did have some ribbon somewhere. What have I done with it? Here it is. Some ribbon. Okay. So again, what I'm going to do with the ribbon, because let's have a look how thick's this tape. This should do. Okay. So if I look, is that going to be too thick? That's too thick, that tape. Let me find a thinner one, sorry. Just bear with me. There we go. We'll go for a skinny one. And what I will do is just aim for the middle with my sticky tape. Okay. Trying to get it somewhat straight, because you know that paper's not forgiving for wonky because it's got the lines in. There we go. Alright, and then we will, and what I'm going to do with my ribbon is I'm actually going to start in the middle. Or shall I start? Yeah, start about there, because we're going to join it up and then we're going to hide the join with a bow. Okay, and peel the rest off, wrap it around, I'll get off, and wrap that around, give it a trim. This is that cheap ribbon that'll just fray, that's why I'm hiding the join, because there's no way I'm going to be able to make that neat. Now I've made a little ribbon bow I'm not doing this on camera. I've used the finger method where you wrap it around your fingers. I've got a video somewhere a very long time ago, did do a video on that. And now I want some, do I have some? Some glue dots. You could glue it. I'm using glue dots for the sake of the video because it's just going to be quicker. Okay, glue dots. I always do 2 because you can never trust just one on its own. Okay, put it on the back. Attach that on there, like so. Fluff your bow. I did do another little book here, which I might just add in there actually. I think I will, why not? Why not? Or you could put your words on the belly band instead if you want. Okay, so this is another one of those little book tiles, and I fussy cut the little sucker. Okay, so there you go. There's your very rather pretty. Let me just faff with the bow for a minute. Just turn me off if I'm boring you. There's my little trifold tag. So that slides off nicely, does fit. We've got some nice dimension there. I'll add some stickers later. We've got a cute little tag, and obviously it opens up to reveal 3 different tags for you to journal on. So there you go, and you've got journaling on the back. Alright, so I think that's a nice cute little project to say that it was just a little freebie. And then that will just slide back in there like so, to hold it all nicely together. Or you could just wrap ribbon around it and save yourself the fuss. It's up to you, but the more areas we've got to decorate surely can only be a good thing. So there you go, there's my example of what you could do with this week's freebie. Be sure to come and join the Facebook group, the link's in the description box below. We'll have a completely different one on Monday. As I say, we are on week 4 come Monday, so we already have this one. Which was lovely. There's a tutorial on that and I already have that one. So there we go. We're getting up a nice collection of fantastic projects. Thanks for watching. Take care and I'll see you very, very, very soon. Bye.